Hello, this is David, the Preparedness Therapist, and we're going to talk about groupthink. Not really groupthink, working together as a group. Now, I use this example all the time in my counseling, and especially with marriages and with families. But the same principle is true with any group or two or more people. That is, if you take an ox and you hook that ox to, let's say, 1,000 pounds, and that ox can pull that 1,000 pounds, but that's the max. If you have another oxen who can pull 1,000 pounds max, you would think that if you hook them both together, that they will be able to pull 2,000 pounds. That's not true. They can pull about 5,000 pounds. The reason for that is synergy. It's a principle called synergy. Synergy is when you have two individuals or two entities working together to accomplish the same task. And when they get yoked together, then they can do more as a sum instead of individually. It's a true principle. It's a good principle. It's really valid and good to be aware of. So you would think that thinking about that principle, people in cities would be able to do more together than apart. On one level, that may be true, right? They can share services. They share water services. If you're in the country, each house needs to have its own well and its own septic system. In the city, you can share those things. And it decreases the expense and the amount of resources needed to create that, keep it going, to maintain it. But we find that because of inefficiencies and selfishness, that is not what happens eventually in cities. And that is one concern I have about being in the city in a crisis, is that pretty soon everybody becomes dependent upon the services that are provided. And rather than being a help, the government that is created by the people and for the people actually ends up hurting them. I'm not opposed to cities, although I've got a special place in my heart for the country and living in the country. I think there's some great benefits of cities, but when individuals need to be controlled, it's never in the country. It's always in the cities. It's you round people up, right? You put them in prison, you put them in one spot. And that's what's going to happen when there's martial law declared or anything like that, is that the government will want to have people in the cities in order to control them, sadly. And that's why I think that it's wise to learn how to be self-sufficient in the country or in an area with other people that you can really trust, small government rather than bigger government. And I'm not advocating overthrow or anything like that. What I'm advocating is keep your eyes wide open. The biggest killer in any kind of survival scenario or any kind of emergent scenario is going to be our mindset, your mindset. People will die because they don't see things clearly. They don't see things as they really are. And because of that, they don't think that it's possible. They don't see the possibilities of people being selfish and being wicked, and people being so consumed with having power that they will walk over other people and hurt other people and kill other people and subjugate other people, make slaves of others. Even in free democracies, Republican, democratic republic like we have, or we try to have, and we're losing daily in the United States. So anyway, here's the thing. It's great to have friends. It's great to have people with you. Great to be in a survival scenario with other people. Make sure it's the right people. Make sure it's a small group so that you're not really dependent upon somebody who you don't know to provide you with food and water and shelter and with love. You need to have the human connection. So get with a group, a small group of human connectors. And that's how you're going to survive. And also open your mind to realize that people can be selfish. People are generally selfish. And when you allow yourself to think that, and it's hard, it's not fun to think about, and not everybody's there. right? But you need to realize that there are some who are there. And if you look at history, if you study history, and we're trying to suppress history so much in this country, in the United States, that we're going to lose the lessons that we should be learning from it. So there you go. Open your mind. If you have an open mind and listen and think and process and look at all the possibilities, you don't have to be a conspiracy theorist. You just have to be wide awake. Thanks for watching.